Today in this video I have what are known as TAKOMO's best irons, but the big question is it all hype? Are they overhyped? That's what we're going to discuss. So with shots like that, they've performed well. A lot of people have these in their golf bags, but when I say they are their best selling irons, which ones are they? Today guys, we are talking about the TAKOMO 101T and 101 irons. Some of the most popular irons from TAKOMO. A lot of you might have them in your golf bags. Get in the comments below, why do you have them in your golf bag? So a lot of people are saying maybe these are just overhyped. And guys, welcome back to this channel again. If you're new to this channel, then make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see golf related videos on golf reviews, handicap scoring rounds, and all round just how you could potentially improve your game or what clubs could help you get better at golf. And guys, if you're a regular viewer of the channel, welcome back. But today it's a Sunday, we're talking the next 100, we're talking TAKOMO, and a lot of people say the clubs are overhyped. We see how popular they are. Myself and James have used these clubs now for probably 4 or 5 years. The performance has always been right up there. We've tested them against the likes of the P790s, we've tested them against your Callaways, your Pings. The numbers have been right up there, but one big talking point has always been price, because price for these irons is $599, and we know with that you're not only getting a hollow-bodied club, a premium hollow-bodied club, you're getting a premium shaft from KBS, you're getting premium grips from Lampkin, but a lot of people are saying, well, they're not on the tours, you can't get fitted for them, so is it just a lot of marketing online for people saying that they are good? Well, for me, it's all about the proof in the pudding, and you'll see there straight down the middle stripe, another fantastic ball flight from that 4-iron. Let's see how it does into the green. So we can see right there that just off the centre stripe, straight in line with that post, we've got a shot in. Now you'll see we've got a 9-iron in there, and we can see at the end of the toe the hollow-bodied makeup of this club. You'll also see we don't have KBS shafts in these because these have been retrofitted for our mid-handicapper, which is something that you can also do with TAKOMO now. So you can just order the heads. So if you're somebody who goes, okay, well, I'm not so sure on KBS shafts, I have used, for example, these ones, the Badass shafts, or I have used maybe Project X, that's something that you could maybe do and get retrofitted, or you might even take your shafts out of your old irons, but you want to obviously have TAKOMO. So it's something that you can do. Obviously we know that majority of people are just going to buy them straight off the rack or straight off the website, but this mid-handicapper did have these retrofitted. I thoroughly enjoyed them because of shots just like that. Incredibly easy to launch, easy to hit, and that right there, a 4-iron off the tee, a 9-iron into the green, and straight away on a 360-yard hole I've got a birdie attempt. So performance wise, certainly standing out. But what else do we need to know, and who would these be most likely suited for? So when we talk about obviously who are these clubs designed for, we know we've got a player's distance iron, so we know that they're slightly stronger lofted, we know they're designed to get a little bit of a higher launch, but they're built around forgiveness, just like the P770s, which have dominated this market. But I would say you see a lot more people with TAKOMOs in their bag now because of the likes of maybe Grant Horvath, maybe James Robinson, maybe the Bryan Bros. A lot of reviews out there. Rick Shields has recently done a review. More of the players' irons, so the 301s, the 201s, certainly, obviously great clubs, but these clubs would suit a different audience. And there's certainly no reason why I couldn't use these clubs. If I was struggling with them, the lofts are still good, we can still get some control. You'll see that that ball has run out a little bit further than I would expect maybe from a 301, which I use on the next 100 series normally. And that's because they will be a forged field, they generate that little bit more spin, so we get a little bit more control into the greens. But these irons are for somebody who's wanting to launch that ball a little bit higher, maybe hit it a little bit further so you can still get that handicap coming in the right direction. That doesn't mean that you have to be obviously a high handicap golfer, because you might be a senior golfer, you might be even a 40, 50-year-old, a 30-year-old who's in a single figure handicap, but you just need that little bit more distance. You're losing a little bit of speed. Maybe you've got an injury, maybe something's affecting you having more club head speed. Well, these clubs can get you that extra distance, that good launch, but still give you even more forgiveness than you're going to get from any other club. So there's certainly a lot of boxes being ticked with these clubs. It's maybe not that they're overhyped, it's just they're misunderstood. So let's talk about those numbers with this club, because again, a little bit misunderstood from these irons, because they can be put into your golf bag. For example, over this series, myself and James, when we've not been playing well, when we've not been striking it as good, we've done a little bit of a combo set. Maybe we've dropped our 4-iron out and we've added in this 101T, or maybe added a few more of those irons in, because they can be something that give you a little bit more confidence. And after all, we want clubs with confidence behind that golf ball. We know that we've got a relatively thicker top edge, but it's not too big. It's not like a game improvement iron. We know if you go for the 101s, we have that little bit more offset. So if you're thinking about which of these two to potentially buy, you need to think, where is your miss? If you're somebody like mid-handicap Dave, who was fitted for these clubs with these shafts, if he had offset, his bad miss was to the left, it would potentially go further left. So that's something that you need to take into account. Let's have a quick look. Obviously, these numbers, one big thing I've found with these numbers are consistency. And even there, from that high launch, I should be looking at around about a 200-yard carry. So just into that right rough there, straight away there, 198 carry, going 210, which is exactly the same as I would expect from my 301 that you saw last week on the channel, and the same I was getting from my copper versions of those clubs. So we're getting a very similar distance. You might think that that potentially could go further, and that wasn't a perfect strike. So even a poorly struck one there has gone as far as my current 301 CB 4-iron. 4,000 spin, so again, from a mistrike, still getting plenty of spin. Let me hit one more. Let's see if we can get one out of the middle and see what distance we could potentially get. So a better strike there, still a little fade, but a more penetrating ball flight there. And let's have a quick look. Straight away there, up to 210, so hotter off the face, 210 carry, going 225. So you can see there that it has added more distance, but that's not always an issue. That's something where, for me, the forgiving one still went a good distance, the well-struck one went a little bit further. Certainly a club that I could have in my bag. So are they overhyped? I just think they are a little bit misunderstood. Who needs these clubs? Who needs the 201s? Who needs the 301s? It all depends on your club head speed and what you are trying to achieve. Again, Takomo, just like Seed, have great information on their websites for you to be able to figure out which golf clubs are correct for you, with an online fitting that you can now get for Takomo irons. And the same with the Seed golf ball that have also partnered with us on this series. You can go on there and you can compare golf balls. So which Seed compares to which other premium golf ball, but at a more affordable price. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscriber button. Next week, or for the next 2 weeks, we've got an 18-hole open qualifying scoring round with myself, with my full new set of fitted 301 CB irons. They are fitted on Takomo's online system. How will they help me on an open qualifying venue? Could I get anywhere near the score that will qualify later on in this month? That's what we will see in the coming weeks. Guys, we'll see you then.